What's up, you guys? Back for the next installment. It's your boy Shock. Today we've been blessed. It is preview season. We kicking it off right here with My Hero Meta. We're going through the kit for the number 3 hero, Best Jeanist himself. We got a lot of stuff going on. I have been up for all night pretty much. I thought this was going to be just like, oh yeah, Best Jeanist does this, does that. Simple and plain, you know, maybe make a skit about it. But this kit touches so much in so many different ways, so many cards I had to look at, so many things that are going on, so many changes that are made to the game represented right here that we're just going to jump right into the cards. And let's start with the man himself. So before we talk about the redesign, let's talk about the card itself. We have Best Jeanist. First, we have response. Once per turn, discard one card after an attack is blocked. Add one attack from your rival's discard pile to their card pool, clogging it up. And then we have response. After the second attack this turn is played, it gets +2 speed and damage or -2 speed and damage. If there's a ranged card in your card pool, draw one card. So the ability to boost or nerf that second attack going to be so key, allowing you to block more, attack more, all that. Now you don't need to go full ranged with Best Jeanist. I see there's a couple different ways that his kit likes to work. There's a couple different ways you can run this guy. I would say on the death symbol, he probably falls in the best space. You have access to Twisting Azure Inferno, Naval Laser Beam, a couple other niche cards. You might even run a flamethrower. Might find a good place in a Best Jeanist death deck. Now, you could run without the range kit. You could run it on the good symbol. Running Mighty Punch as your first attack seems to work very well, giving your opponent that if it's not blocked, this happens. If it is blocked, this happens. By the way, this is 7 damage. You probably want to block it, or the next thing's going to be really devastating with the +2/+2, and there's going to be 2 things in your card pool, making Mighty Punch even more daunting than it already is. So Best Jeanist is taking attacks that haven't seen play, a lot of them, more than I can list right now, and giving them a reason to be in the game. Now, Best Jeanist is a 7-hander with 19 life, got those Eraserhead stats, but not those Eraserhead defenses. He's not negating people's effect, he's just slowing you down. So you're gonna wanna use that aggression and try to blow your opponent off the map. Now, I do appreciate Best Jeanist can turtle. Best Jeanist can actually slow your opponent down from playing 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks on a single turn. So can he be a more rigid defensive character? Can a 7-hander play longer into the game and not name Nejire Hato? If there's a guy who's going to try, Best Jeanist seems like he's going to give it his best shot. 7-handers, difficult for them to make it into the format, but this guy looks really good so far. Now, before we jump into his attacks, let's just talk about the redesign. First thing you'll notice is that the icons everywhere are outlined in purple. That's going to be what our characters look like now. They're going to be outlined in purple. We're going to have all the character rares are not going to have a text box. We got the denim background, loving that. Got the stitches, you know, just giving it some nice character, you know what I mean? Now down here at the bottom, you're going to see the Best Jeanist is a pro hero. He has the pro hero keyword on his card. Some cards are going to retroactively get class 1A student pro hero put on them. We still need to know exactly which ones will, which ones won't. But for now, we're looking at the future, and Best Jeanist showing up. First card in the set with the pro hero keyword. Now that's pretty much all for the changes for the character card. We're gonna go through the rarities in a second with the attacks. Now let's flip on over to Stylish Strike. So Stylish Strike is the common attack in the kit. We have a 4 diff, 3 high for 4. Got those new icons just growing on me, looking all shiny. I don't know what it is. So we have Enhance. If this attack is not blocked, draw 2 cards. Pro Hero Enhance, the damage of this attack cannot be reduced below printed. So some pretty standard level effects that definitely work with the character, putting your opponent in that conundrum. Oh, am I going to let you draw 2 cards? or am I going to put 2 cards in my card pool? Depends on what I think you have next. It is a heck of a problem to think about. Now, if this attack's going to be on Fury and ranged, the whole kit is going to be ranged, as you'll see. Not too much to talk about with the common attack, but let's talk about how it looks. You know, we're bringing everything in the card down, putting the information at the bottom, letting the art sing at the top. Also, we have the actual text box. It's going to have the simple orange geometry behind the text, just leaving that there. You'll see in the uncommon, it's going to get a little busier. So let's flip on over to Fiber Capture to see how the uncommons look. So you probably recognize Fiber Capture. It was a pretty dope moment in the show. Now, if you notice, the show screen caps you're going to be able to identify, because at the bottom of the card it will say illustrated by Bones, which is the anime studio that handles the animation of the show. So we have the 5-diff Fiber Capture. It's a 3 high for 6. Now this is going to be what you want to start off your attack chains with. We have Enhance. If this attack is blocked by a non-attack card, your next attack gets stunned too. And we also have Enhance. Discard 1 momentum, add 1 rival momentum to their card pool face up. Getting some, you know, targeted momentum removal, being able to take care of that yourself. Pretty nice, especially in a format that, you know, you gotta deal with cards like Mirio. You gotta deal with guys who use a lot of momentum, and Electric Jolt in the format, you know, it's gonna be here forever. Being able to take care of things like that without your opponent being able to respond to it, very nice. So you're coming at your opponent for 6 damage as your first attack. That in and of itself is enough reason for them to, I don't know, block it. And that is what allows you to also go off and do your best Jeanist things. Also, you have your EX2 just in case you want to ramp it up and get somewhere with this attack if you have the momentum for it. So this is probably what's going to be like your first attack if you're running this card in your kit. Now let's jump over to the rare Stylish Threads and see where are we going from here. So now let's talk for a second about the rares and how the rares are gonna look. This is the first rare I've seen in the wild, completely done, and this is the way it's gonna be. So let's talk about it. We got the text box is the main difference between the rares and everything else. We're gonna have a translucent text box. We're gonna be able to see the art through the text box. So don't know how many screen caps are gonna be able to be rares now, because we are gonna have to have top to bottom art to have something behind there. Now, we also have, I didn't mention in the uncommons, you have the dots all over the text box to mark it as uncommon. They stay in with when the rarity goes up to the rare level. Okay, bet. Now, Stylish Threads, we have the 4 mid for 5 damage, the 4-diff attack. We have Enhance. This attack cannot be blocked by copies of cards in your rival's card pool. We also have Deadlock Enhance. Add 2 cards from your rival's discard pile to their card pool. Powerful 3. Now, a lot of Best Jeanist cards try to say, hey, this card could be your first attack. Stylish Threads with Powerful 3 gives your opponent a reason to block this thing, putting stress on breaker decks. Say, hey, you have a couple of Ice Storms, maybe you got a couple of low blows. I'm just gonna put that in your card pool. Now that is not gonna be blocking anything. 4 mid for 5 is also pretty good for a 4-diff. Usually we don't see that. Usually most 4-diffs average out to be 4 for 4, 3 for 5, something. 4 mid for 5, pretty good numbers as well. Now here's the card I'm very interested to see, and I'm interested even before you get into the effects, which are nuts. But so we have the ultra rare here, Fiber Web Combo. We've already seen ultra rares from the set and they look awesome. I love how the text box just kind of gradually has a gradient. It just kind of drops away. Very cool right there. And we just kind of see more. It feels like a full art card without really being a full art card. Now we have the border, the silver border around the card, white border, whatever you want to call it. Really hope that this is a foil border. like, it's like prismatic. It's just like really pops. That would make these so crazy. And I'm really hoping for it. But the decision's already made. We just gotta wait to see what they look like. We're gonna get what we got. But anyway, moving on, we got Fiber Web Combo. This card says, Combo Enhance. This attack gains throw. All right, now combo is ranged range, so you do have to have 2 ranged cards in your card pool, and then you play Fiber Web Combo in order to gain throw. But what else is going on? Because it's a 3 damage move, like right? Like, how good is that? Well, we have Enhance. Discard 1 card from your rival's card pool. This attack gets plus X damage. X equals the discarded card's printed difficulty. So if Fiber Web Combo is your second attack, and even though you're getting the combo, there's a way to make that work. If you're getting Fiber Web Combo as your second attack, this is a 6-low for 10 throw. Before you play anything, this is a 6-low for 10 throw. Nuts. I'm down for Fiber Web Combo. Got the 1 mid block mods, blocking everything. This card's strong. Can't wait to see this thing played. Now let's get into the support for Best Jeanist and see just how are we going to be able to get all these combos off. We have Fashion Icon to start us off. We have Enhance 2-diff. Flip, change this attack speed to the printed speed of an attack in your rival's card pool. Obviously, Best Jeanist, with his ability to pick something up out of the rival's discard pile and put it in the card pool, that could be pretty good. But you're realistically only gonna grab maybe 2 speed on average from an effect like that, maybe less. So this is gonna be for resetting your opponent's speed, keeping them at a manageable pace, keeping them blockable. So that is a pretty strong effect. You don't have many resets, straight resets. Now it is a 2-diff. You do like your 2-diffs to be very strong. This, I don't know if it raises to that level, but it is a pretty good effect. Let's go to the next one. Next up, we have Tabi's favorite, Styling Bakugo, the 1-diff foundation. It says commit, your ranged attack gets +1 damage. If it is not blocked, add the top card of your rival's discard pile to their card pool. So we're gonna boost our attack 1 damage. If that's Twisting Azure Inferno and you're playing that second under Best Jeanist, that is your 7 damage right there. So you're going to be able to get there a lot easier if you're just running Twisting Azure Inferno in general and you need 1 more damage. There you go. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Styling Bakugo pretty strong with the Best Jeanist kit in general, being able to just make sure, hey, if you block me, I'm adding 1. If you don't block me, I'm adding 1, giving people reason just to let the damage in and get you closer to posting that dub. So I've read this card a lot, and I just hope that they knew that Naval Laser Beam exists when they printed it. So we have the 2-diff foundation, number 3 pro hero. We have Response Flip. Before your end phase, add 1 range card from your card pool to your hand. So we're yoinking back one of our attacks. Preferably, best card you can yank back, definitely Naval Laser Beam. Has Breaker 2, can unflip number 3 pro hero. Lot of stuff going on. The death symbol just gets better and better the more you look into it. Pro hero response, so any pro hero can use this response. Also, something that is changing the game, we are using the keyword tenacious. So tenacious just means playable while committed. We'll no longer have playable while committed on cards. We're just going to call them tenacious. We have flip. After you discard 1 or more cards due to a rival effect, draw 1 card. Now, we've had a few cards say this, like after you discard a card due to a rival effect. There's not a lot of that in the format. There are 1 or 2 cards, but nothing crazy. So I wonder if there's something coming. If there is a card or a character, a kit, archetype that is going to be discarding cards from my hand. Maybe that's what Best Jeanist is preparing us for on these symbols. Who knows? But for now, love the fact just take any range card from your card pool, just yoink that right back. Gonna be such a good card in a lot of different format and a lot of different decks. So can't wait to see this see play at the highest levels. And now for the card that proves without a doubt this team tests the cards before they print them. We have Always Cool. The 2-diff foundation says this card cannot leave the card pool during the combat phase. If you want to know why that static is printed there, go read a little card called Create Capture Net. Now we have Enhance. Add this card to your card pool. Build the top 2 cards of your deck. And that's just crazy. That's pretty effective. If only we had Create Capture Net, that would be a little ridiculous. We also have Response. Destroy. After an attack is played, its damage cannot be modified. So the Enhance is a little bit like it can't be fixed, only you don't have to wait for your opponent to actually stun. It can't be fixed. You could just go ahead and, play it and add it to your card pool. Now the card is ranged, so you're going to be able to put that in your card pool after your first attack and then slam down the ultra rare fiber web combo and get that combo ranged because you have 2 ranged cards in your card pool, and while it's your second card. So a lot of different ways. The way they constructed Best Jeanist, making sure that his fibers stretch out and touch so many different things. Very interesting. Also, Always Cool. Probably going to be used around Staff Strike a ton. Being able to be that foundation in between, don't have to check for another card, and then Staff Strike goes on. Pretty effective. We also have being able to freeze an attack's damage right as it's played. So if your opponent plays like a Texas Smash or something like that, hey, that Texas Smash is at 3 damage. You can combo, you can do whatever you want. But as long as Always Cool is just on the board, it puts that pressure on your opponent, so they don't want to play cards like that. They want to get around them first, and that's difficult to do on certain symbols. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much, and welcome to Preview Season. If you're new to the game, make sure you hop over to play.mhacardgame.com to make your account, find a store near you that plays the game. November 17th will be here before we know it. Jet Burn will be released. Make sure you're looking out for the pre-release schedule, going to be on the weekend of November 10th. And there's going to be a ton of stuff coming out over the next couple of months. To keep up with all of it, head over to myherometa.com, where you'll see all the cards, all the regional information, everything that's going on in the world of Universus is going to be at myherometa.com. It's an exciting time to be a Universus player. Thanks you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. Please smash that like button, get subscribed, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.